Hey, what's up, guys? Back with another video. I got the Vegeta 24,000 power level. I already had the figure. I just want to go ahead and unbox. I had a couple clients of mine telling me that they would like to see more of my collection that I already have. So just going ahead and do that. Right now I'm working on a rotating stand already. That's the next step. I already got the lighting. Hopefully it's it's a little more brighter. I got my ring light from work, from the barbershop. Yeah, so this is all the information on the back. Usual marking for Bandai Tamashii. Side profile. Yeah, this is actually more this is actually the 3.0. It's a lot better than the first two. I do prefer the original, the OG, because of the shading. They do a lot more of they do a lot more shading on the figure, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and I'll go ahead and take them out of the box. And in the background, I do have the Figuarts model kit, the Vegeta. I usually have them displayed along with this Vegeta as well, and my other OG Vegeta and Nappa. This one's pretty cool. If you ever owned any of the model kits, it's pretty cool. You got to put it together. It does come with a Vegeta. I don't know where mine is at the moment. I got to go ahead and see if I can find them, and I'll put them in the video. It's pretty cool. I have it held together with oh, well, look at some of the model coming apart. I have it being held together with some Gorilla Glue Tack. I do it this way so it doesn't have to move. I prefer it that way, so just in case it falls off, or just in case my daughter might, she's upstairs moving around. Or sometimes she always comes down and she grabs my figures. It's an okay thing. I don't mind as long as she puts everything back, as long as it's not an expensive figure. As a lot of dads who have kids, they know how it is having to deal with your kids grabbing your stuff. That's how it goes. I don't. She already knows what she can and can't grab. I have certain specific things I don't like her grabbing, but I think most people would understand that. This is another space pod that I received in a trade. I can't remember the name of the space pod. If anyone does remember, can you say it in the comments? I appreciate it. I got it in a trade. It is supposed to light up in the background with the lights red, blue, green. But my friend who did sell it to me, traded it to me, he did have the batteries corroded, so I guess that affected it. So I put brand new batteries in it, wasn't able to get it to work, sadly, but it's still pretty cool. Doesn't matter. It's a nice piece in the background. I can put Nappa in here along with the Vegeta. I have them displayed together, like the space pods are closed, of course. It's a nice background piece. So yeah, let me go ahead and take everything out and I'll show you guys. All right, guys. Went ahead and took them out. Like I said, I am getting a rotating stand. It's on order. So hopefully soon I'll have one. As of right now, I use the Gorilla Glue Tack. That's what I use for all my figures to display them when I'm doing poses. Well, basically for anything, because I know they always fall over. My daughters do. One of my smallest daughters likes to sit on my desk where everything's set up, and she messes around with my figures, and I prefer to have them with tack, so just so they can stay in the same pose. They do fall over sometimes. I just go over, pick them back up. Not a big deal. Yeah, the Vegeta. This Vegeta is definitely my favorite. I didn't like the wider chest at first, but it kind of grew on me. It's like more of the OG anime. It was pretty cool. I do have the other Vegeta with me, so I can show you guys. This is the OG. There is a 2.0. I don't have the 2.0 right now. So you could definitely see the difference. They're definitely pretty cool. The OGs always had more of the. Let me back up the camera a bit. The OG has always had more of the shading. I definitely love the armor. It looks pretty cool. The blue on white. Like, it's all white with the hints of blue around it. You know, it just always stood out more. But of course, they are with the 1.0. They are a little more flimsy. Of course, you can see this. This over time sucks when you're trying to pose and have. You know, I know a lot of people have different ways, you know, to deal with this. I've heard. I'm not sure if it's some sort of polish, nail polish, or not. I'm sorry, maybe not nail polish, but they've used something inside of the joints to make them tighter. I haven't got around to that, trying that. I prefer not to mess with the figures and, you know, mess them up if I ever to resell or trade, because you got to go ahead and, you know, be. I prefer to be transparent with everyone if I'm making a trade or sell. I wouldn't want someone to sell me something and they went ahead and modified the figure or something and they didn't mention it. I prefer to, you know, to be honest about it. Just because you go home, you find out something's different or they did something to the figure, and you prefer, you know, I prefer the honesty. Let's just be transparent about it, and that's the way to go, at least in my opinion. But everyone, you know, everyone does it their own way. Yeah, but this is the 1.0. I will go ahead and do a review on this as well. This is an old figure. I can't remember what year this figure came out. I'm gonna say 2012, because I know the Gamma-Con version, the Arlia Vegeta, that one looks pretty cool. I do have that one as well. I will go ahead and have those side by side in the future when I do a video for this. So anyways, definitely over the years, the faces have gotten better. The Vegeta looks cool, but definitely not. I guess for the time, it was pretty cool. I did start collecting SH Figuarts in 2012. My first Comic-Con was San Diego Comic-Con figure was the Arlia Vegeta. That was my first Comic-Con figure, introduction to Comic-Con figures. I don't know, they've been pretty cool. They've standed a long time. You know, I think they're pretty cool, but the OG definitely needed an upgrade, and this is it. The face, you know, now of course the printing has gotten a lot better. It's just definitely greater with the faces. I do miss the shading in the figures, which kind of sucks. I know this is, he looks like, you know, Vegeta looks like he had a tan. He was at the beach today, or for a while, but he just looks cool. I still prefer the shading and the way it looks, but I definitely can appreciate something, you know, this upgrade that they have. It's still pretty cool. I just wish they had more shading. They, you know, did more. Like Tamashii has to do more on the paint jobs. I've seen a lot of people do customs. They do customs, or, you know, they'll grab the figure, they'll customize it, do it with their type of, you know, paint work. And man, there's a lot of great people who know how to do custom. You know, I've seen a lot. I can't give one off the head right now, but I definitely appreciate when people customize figures and give it better shading. There's always good stuff out there. So I do like this this new technique of lifting the shoulder pad, his shoulder pads up. That's pretty cool. Previously on the OG, you would just pop it off, which is kind of cool, but it's kind of scary because I've had my figures fall on the floor before, and it's scary not knowing that if you might have, you know, messed it up even more. So yeah, this is definitely an upgrade. Just flying back, this is cool. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what does come in the Vegeta. He does come with 3 alternate faces, which is pretty cool. The crossed arms and 3 other pairs of hands. He does have the blasting hands, or let's see. He does have his other pose where he's gonna about to do another blast as well, and his gripping hand. Maybe he's about to do, you know, his special move. And his crossed arms, which are, it's a lot better. It's a lot different now. They have it where Let me go ahead and set the camera down. They have it where you can take them apart. It's a lot easier. And back in the day, they just had the crossed arms. Just all together. You really couldn't take them apart now. If any of you guys seen my last video, but with the Brodies, the deity Brodies, this is the same way. You can take them apart and you can pop them back in. And this is the other Vegeta, the smirking face Vegeta. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I love that. Here is another face. Sorry about the lighting, trying to get it right. Here's another face where he's yelling. I believe this is when he's I'm not sure if he's, I think it's when he's yelling. Of course he's going, I'm pretty sure he's fighting Goku and he's just yelling. So yeah. And I've seen this face along with some poses done with Kui, the figure. I haven't received the Kui. I haven't bought a Kui yet, hopefully soon. And here's, of course, a even angrier face of Vegeta. It looks pretty cool. Sorry about the background noise, guys. I got all my daughters upstairs. I have 3 daughters. They're on spring break. They just started. So if it's a little loud, sorry about that. Let me go ahead and switch out the arms. Alright guys, I was going to go ahead and swap out the arms, but I'll go ahead and do it on camera for you guys just in case you haven't seen. Yeah, you can just go ahead and, of course, you apply a little pressure, pop it out. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. Pop it out. And let's go ahead and I'm going to pop it back in. You can just take it apart. It's a lot easier. I'll just go ahead and do that. Pops right in, and the opposite side. Okay, there he is. Oh, he popped out. I guess you just got to somehow get it right. I don't want to put. I try to be very careful because I know that these figures can be very fragile. I haven't. I'm trying to think if I've ever broken a SH Figuarts. I did on a Batman. I did on the. I forgot which Batman. It was the Batman, the one with Robert Pattinson. I had one of his figures, and what was it? I can't exactly remember. I know I have the figure in the box. I just I put a little pressure on the figure, and it did pop off. And after that, I kind of just was really careful about it. Oh, look! I guess it didn't stay in. Okay, let me go ahead and do that right now. Put some pressure. Make sure it's the same thing on opposite. Oh, what am I doing? This guy is I guess I don't really like this how it's it doesn't stay in place. I guess we'll see right now. Trying to get it in, sorry for I wanted to show everyone how you could do it just in case you haven't received the figure. I'm still, like I said, I'm still getting the lighting. I'm trying to do everything correctly. Please bear with me. Let me back up the camera just a bit. All right. That was kind of a hassle having to do that. I didn't like that. Okay, but there it is. I don't like the little crease in between his neck where you could just like, that looks, I don't like that, but it is what it is. The figure is still great. As long as I can still pose it, it's definitely going to be, it's cool with me. I'm going to go ahead and do a couple different shots. I'll bring in Nappa and Vegeta, OG Vegeta in here so you guys can check them out. Yeah, let me give you guys a couple poses. Hey guys, I went ahead and did a different pose. Vegeta is angry and he's, of course, throwing the energy. I do energy blast. I do have a couple different effect pieces I could use, but I just prefer to go ahead and do the pose. I did take some shots. I don't have the perfect background. I'm still working on that, like I said. I do have him on the display stand. It's a CT display stand, if anyone's wondering. They look, exactly very similar to the original Bandai stands. They're kind of the same, honestly. It's like a rip off of it. I did have this laying around, a diorama that my wife did buy me a couple years ago for Christmas. I did I did put a lot of figures and use a lot of tack on it. It did kind of destroy it. Kind of sucks, but yeah, I do plan on doing I do want to do an actual building of it. What is it? Planet Namek. I've seen some people do it online, and it looks on YouTube. It looks so sick. I want to do my own background. You know, I do have the. I don't know. I think it would be pretty cool just to have the nice background. I'm gonna show you guys a couple different type of poses. I'm gonna go ahead and bring in the Nappa along with the other Vegeta, and I'll show you guys. I'll check it out right now. All right, guys. I went ahead and put Vegeta along with Nappa as they're coming out of the Saiyan space pods. They look pretty sick. I usually have them around this type of display, or maybe usually the space pod either closed, so you know, just like them right next to it. Yeah, but I don't know, just it looks sick to me. I did have them in this pose on my gaming desk, but I had to make more room for other figures. So yeah, and here's Nappa. This is the original Nappa that released. Not the new one is it's the event exclusive, with the different colors, the blue along with the blue and yellow. Yeah, his colors on his suit. I believe this is the color from when they're on planet Arlia. Yeah, that's the color when they're sitting down at the bonfire. And yeah, it's pretty sick. He's been a great figure. He really can't do too many. He could do a lot of poses. I do have his effect piece where he's doing his blast. He looks pretty big. He's pretty hefty. Along with Vegeta, I don't know. They're together. You definitely got to have them together as a combo. Of course, they go together. But I did have Raditz. I do want to get Raditz back. That's one figure I do want to get back. But of course, I do have the Ginyu Force. I will continue to do these, these are reviews as long as you guys want them. Well, I love the content. I love what I do. So if you guys ask me for anything specific, then I'll try to make sure I can get it. Or if I have the figure, I'll put it out there for you guys. Yeah, and along with his 1.0, I do have them all together. Only thing I wish that they did in the new one, the 3.0, is they had him crushing his scouter like he did. They had it in the 1.0 and in the 2.0. I feel like they should have had that at least in this version of the 3.0. But next, hopefully I can get Kui. That's what I want to have. Get a Kui and be able to have them fighting. That pretty cool face of Kui getting beat up by Vegeta it's pretty crazy. Yeah, but I'll go ahead and do a couple more photos, guys, and hopefully you guys like the content. Thanks for watching.